You know, Seth has been working remotely. He's been traveling with me. And sometimes he needs to go somewhere and I go with him or whatever. We are pretty much inseparable at this point. And now suddenly he needs to be in Columbus.
Meredith, I have some bad news. I have to leave early to go back to Ohio.
No. I thought it was just gonna be like every other week, and it's slowly turning into every week, Monday through Friday again.
You've been gone, like, the last 2 weeks entirely. And you're leaving again next week. This is starting to feel like Toronto again.
Seth and I have lived in a lot of different places. Probably has something to do why I don't like to be anywhere for more than a couple weeks at a time. I don't know, probably 18 years ago. Me and the kids were still in Chicago. He was supposed to be commuting to Toronto Tuesday to Thursday. And then it slowly became Monday to Friday. And then it became, well, we should probably relocate the family there because it was just too hard on him going back and forth. And we did. And that's not the first time we've done that.
Or are you gonna come live with me in Canton, Ohio?
We uprooted our family and moved every couple of years for you.
We would have never been here if we didn't do that.
It snowballs into this beast where it's like hard for us to even connect.
He should have just never came. Because that takes a toll on the relationship, and you have to be able to have a good communication with each other. Because nothing should ever like come out of the spur of the moment. You're in the middle of something and all of a sudden they have to leave. Like if Robert Sr. had to go somewhere or go to one of our homes, I would know about it way before that date. We sat down, talked about it, wrote the dates down, like we know our schedule. Just for instance, Robert Sr.'s leaving to Vegas, my son and him, and they're waiting until I'm done doing what I need to do first, and then they're gonna leave, and we communicated that.
Well, it was a couple's trip, and Meredith probably was uncomfortable with Sean and I. I'm sure things were awkward with her and Whitney and Justin. You know, that's her sidekick, and then he leaves. And I'm sure, you know, he was also there for support for her. And I think Mary's right. I'm sure that's really hard and strenuous on your relationship. Sean and I run business together. We travel with our daughter for her sport. When we're gone together. So I don't really experience that, but it would be hard.
We've worked so hard to get to such a great place, and now I feel like we've kind of gotten things under control a bit more, you know, like some weeks aren't so great because we're both totally overscheduled in different places, but we're both making a really big effort to try to get to the other one. And so I feel good about it today, but at the time I was upset and scared.
I'm glad you're in a good place now.
Thanks.
I love Seth.
I do too. He loves you.
I think the most ruthless, awful thing you can say about Meredith is that she uses her son to promote herself within the LGBTQIA community.
Sean went on this podcast and made a statement about Brooks.
It was hurtful to me, in all honesty, when you used my son and said that I was playing him as a pawn to deflect from something that I didn't even do.
That's how I felt.
I didn't do any of these things to him. I'm being accused of spreading rumors about Sean being gay, but yet he's doing things to me.
He didn't bring her son into it. She brought her son into it by making a TikTok or a video somewhere saying, I would never talk about someone's sexuality. My son is gay. Sean was asked a question by a gay man basically stating, I thought that was kind of weird that she brought her son in on it. Like, it did feel to me also that she was trying to use her son to say, oh, I would never. And I have multiple friends in the LGBTQ community that agreed that that's what it looked like. So Meredith, own the perception. If you're gonna say your son's name, if you're gonna bring them in the middle of something, then expect it to come up on podcasts and in press. It's like, yeah, how many times are we gonna do this?
My son, which to me is a no-go zone, it's not that hard. Like if I started talking about their daughter, forget not being welcome in their home, it would be unforgivable forever. They should start being reasonable about what they want to hold me accountable for. I'll start holding them accountable for the things they actually do.
This guy let you in his house after you're saying there's rumors and nastiness about him.
The rumors and nastiness about her? Who let you do that? Do you know what? You want me to go there with her husband?
And alluding to one thing, then going on Watch What Happens Live and saying, oh, it wasn't that, there's other rumors. There's not all these rumors swirling around about my husband.
Let me make this abundantly clear. I don't need to think about Sean having sex. Period.
That's all I can think about.
Can we please move on?
Stop saying Sean and sex in the same sentence.
I'll never sleep again.
It doesn't matter if you're one who started the rumor. If you repeat the rumor and continue to repeat it and carry it on throughout an entire season, you're playing a role.
I've never been the one discussing it. I didn't use my son. This has nothing to do with my son. And it's just offensive and rude and disrespectful and nasty. And if you can't understand why I would be hurt by that, it's insane to me.
So there's a new show sold on Salt Lake City.
I am Jennifer Yo, CEO of Presidio Real Estate. The amount of women that create brokerages in the state of Utah and succeed, I would say 1%.
God is in this brokerage.
So you've worked with Sarah on Sold on Salt Lake. Okay, can you tell us about that?
My friend Sarah and her husband, Chris, are amazing real estate agents.
Two of my brokers go over to your brokerage. It feels like some shady business going on.
I have nothing to hide. I'm pretty much sleeping with the enemy. Sorry, Jen.
They also do a lot of home flips, so it's so fun to watch what they're buying, what they're doing to the house, and they'll take a very vintage house and turn it into something that's like absolute luxury with all the features you want.
What do you look for in a house?
I mean, it's super important for me to have a non-cluttered house. I don't like excess in my home, except for in my closet.
And you're building a home.
Yeah, and we're building a home. Our house right now is cold modern, and the new house we're doing is like very clean lines, 90-degree angles only. Let's just make it like straight on. I hate angles. Like nothing can be like rounded. I don't want arches. Very, very warm. John wants concrete floors, so I think that'll be the coldest part of the house. Is he like, I want 100% concrete floors everywhere.
Do radiant heated concrete floors.
Which I think we're gonna do. And I'm having a spray tan room put in the guest house where it's like washable walls where you can like spray it down and have a drain. Ambient lighting throughout the entire house, like on the floorboards, and then 3/4 of the way up on the walls, so everyone looks pretty in my house all the time.
That's amazing.
A huge closet, like I've asked our architect to do a 2,000 square foot closet for me. So I have a room behind my closet where I can put all my fur coats and everything. I love this little Gucci dress.
With a fur, right?
With a fur.
Gotta have a fur.
And I just think like the kitchen is gonna be like a place where everyone wants to hang out, indoor, outdoor living. I grew up with a pool, so it's weird that we don't have one and that we've never had one. So like that's hard for me. So we're definitely gonna have a pool, and everything in the backyard will face mountains.
Amazing.
You're gonna love, love, love it.
Oh, the spray tan room. Why didn't I think of that?
But add it to your next house.
I know, right?
You could
Dang it.
probably still add it in.
I know, somewhere.
Just find a closet downstairs and
yeah.
get
Or
some
a
plumbing.
photography studio.
Yeah.
Or some plumbing. That's amazing. I'm a developer, so I appreciate a good real estate project, and that sounds incredible. Your house is going to be gorgeous. I can't
I'm
wait to see it.
excited.
In Alpine, right?
Yeah, in Alpine.
Oh, fun.
Yep. If you're looking for real estate and need someone that's bilingual, she's probably even trilingual, Sarah's your girl to talk to. We're very close friends.
Call me inmate instead of agent.
That's very in for 2024, black and white stripes. Like Sarah was at my Bezos dinner. She has a very hot mom. So any single dad's looking for somebody. Sarah's absolutely beautiful
she's stunning.
inside and out.
Yeah.
And her husband, Chris, is like a go-getter. He's great at investing in real estate. He has an amazing brokerage. And they're just like my favorites. And I'm so excited for this journey for both of them, because I think it's gonna like change their lives, and it will give people a view into how great the real estate market is here. Park City, there's like nothing that can compare. Like you'll find homes, like a minimum home for a good one is like 5 million to 50. I think it's like phenomenal.
It's great.
Bougie, and it's a great place to live, but don't move here, we're full. You can move here. Laser, I'll help pack your bags and like get your stuff here. Like,
That'd be amazing.
I'll rent a U-Haul for you.
We'll help you find a house.
Because California's going to the ocean.
I know.
All right.
But
we
my
don't have
family's
time.
in
We don't have
California.
time to cover that.
All right.